Hi there, here's the quick and on-the-point review of the new HTC Vive Flow VR headset. The verdict is don't buy it, and here are all the reasons I have found from the 3 days of use. Sorry about the bad video quality, but this review is not worth a professional setup and I'm not trying to sell it to you. So at work I have pretty much all VR and AR headsets, and this one is definitely the lightest at only 180 grams. That is less than 2 Milka chocolates. Since it is this slim, there is no lever as on other headsets, so it is even lighter than you might think. It's definitely much more comfortable than Quest. It is actually the most comfortable VR headset, and there is no need for additional head strap. The shade is perfect, and at least for my narrow head, there is absolutely no light leak. This is attached magnetically, and it will be very easy to wash. One of the best things is the built-in diopter adjustment, so I don't have to wear eyeglasses with this. I have diopter 4.5, minus 4.5, and these dial numbers correspond to this as far as I can see, and it goes all the way up to 6. So if you have positive diopter or a cylinder, it may not work for you. The lenses are not fresnel, how you want to pronounce it, so there are no God rays, but there is some glow, which is not a deal breaker for me. The field of view is comparable to other headsets, but it is amazing how they were able to fit all this in such a small package. And this is where all the good sides end. There is no IPD adjustment in hardware or in software. Even though I have IPD of 64, which is average one, it was still making me cross my eyes. So I understand why you would probably want to stop watching the video now. But wait, it gets worse. So resolution is decent, but due to the glow, there is no black color with this. The black of this screen is lighter than even the worst VR headset LCD out there. Obviously, you can't fit a battery in such a small package, so you have to connect it directly to the power adapter or a battery pack. Or maybe your phone if it has an option to provide power through the USB-C. You can disconnect it shortly and the device won't need to boot up again, so this is good. But you can't connect it to a computer and use it as a regular VR headset with the Steam VR games like you can use with any other VR headset. There is no virtual desktop support for it either, so for wireless connection, so you can't use it either. Instead, you have to install a Vive port, and the Vive port apps and games are only supported. But not all, since there is no controller for this thing. It has 64 gigabytes for that, which is more like 40 of actual space left. It uses these small cameras in front for the inside-out tracking, like you have on Windows Mixed Reality headsets or with Oculus. But the tracking is really bad. It lags. Even simple left to right head motion will make you sick after a very short amount of time. I used VR headset since 2016 and there is no other VR headset that is this bad. Even Google Cardboard with phone inside was better. I hope this is a software issue and that can be updated, because at this stage this is unusable. As I said, there are no controllers and there is no hand tracking, but you have to use your Android phone as the controller. Since the phone is not tracked in space, it will show the phone in the same place and just track its rotation. So you can scroll on the phone, tap left side to click, or maybe it was right, and another, I think top was to go to home, something like that. But this is pretty bad, and even if I try to type an URL or an app name, half of the time I would open home menu instead of clicking the letter. It has the same processor as the old Quest, but doesn't have the same performance. I have tried a few free apps and the screen shows tearing because of the low frame rate. That plus the laggy positional tracking makes it really unusable for any interactive real-time content. There are a few apps for video, and there you notice the lag a bit less, but it still made me sick after 15 minutes of watching 360 videos. I thought at least it would be good for VR videos, 180 degrees, since I wouldn't need to move my head around. And since I have a Views XR camera, I tried uploading my MP4 videos with H.264 codec. Nope, it won't play those. Just shows an error. So forget about adult videos also. With such a bad tracking, no wonder they advertise it as a meditation device where you would just stare into the waves in front of you. It doesn't have YouTube app, but it is intended for us to stream videos from the phone using Miracast. So there is another way to introduce lag there. So that might be the only use case for this device, as the flat video would be in the center and there would be no need to move your head around. But I couldn't test that as my phone doesn't support Miracast. What else? So this thing looks okay, but it will collect all the fingerprints, even if you have dry hands, dry skin like I do. So this overall is a good proof of concept for these innovative lenses, but I really don't see it as a useful device, and definitely not at $500 price point. So you definitely should not buy it. Alright, that's it. Sorry to disappoint you. I really had high expectations for this, and I really wanted to like it, but I really can't. If I paid my own money for it, I would be returning it right away. So that's it. If you have any ideas what I could test with it and any use case that would make this usable, let me know. Cheers.